Welcome back
Yes,
to
sir.
another episode of Out of Pocket Anime Podcast. And we are getting into D,
Did Krillin lose his mind? Push the fucking button, man.
B,
About time Gohan did something. Fucking nerd.
Z.
Z Fighter applications are going out. Just have them back to us by the end of the month. Turns out Teen and Piccolo are the only ones who can kind of hold their own. So if you guys are interested, we're hiring. Okay, Z Warriors, we're looking for you.
Yeah, they should have had my boy Master Roshi out there, man. I got the Master Roshi shirt on. They didn't have him representing
Hey, they
too
brought him
much in
back
the
in Super though.
Cell Saga. Yeah,
They
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 did.
brought him
He
back in
had his
Super.
redemption.
Yep.
Yes.
So
Yes, he did.
he did a little thing there. Did a little thing.
Yes. But Cell Saga, wow, brings back a lot of great memories for me.
Yeah, I love the Cell Saga. I was thinking about the beginning of the Cell Saga, right?
Mhm.
And as I was thinking about the beginning, I was thinking about so we all acknowledge even most DBZ fans who are like diehard DBZ fans, they
Die
all
Hard.
kind of they all kind of acknowledge that the power system's kind of broken in DBZ. They're like, yeah,
Yes.
Goku is he's a
Capable of
dude.
destroying planets.
Yeah, there's nobody stronger in any verse other than him, maybe except All Might, but what do you know? And
Oh, no.
this again. Um,
Yeah.
but like everybody who watches DBZ, whether you're a fan or not, which mean you are both fans, obviously.
Yes.
We
Big
we
fan.
know we know Goku is overpowered. It makes no sense.
Yeah.
There's no balance of power in there because there's no
Yeah.
limit to his capacities. It's one of the
Right.
worst. It's one of the worst power systems in anime.
Yes. One of the
And
worst power system anime, and yet still as nostalgic as it is. I mean, just the way they even the side characters, the way they have them fight at times. Yeah, they get their asses kicked a lot, but
Yamcha,
they
no.
but they still do enough to keep the show interesting.
Yeah, and so I was thinking about this at the beginning of the show, or when I was like thinking about the beginning of the series, and
Mhm.
the series starts with Trunks coming back in, and
Right.
I was thinking about something because remember, Trunks comes from the future and essentially
Mhm.
creates a separate timeline by telling Goku and all the Z fighters essentially, like he didn't actually tell the Z fighters, but he tells all the Z fighters that the
Right.
androids are coming, they're about to fuck shit up. They're gonna come in what 2 years time or something like that,
Yep.
and shit's about to pop off. And he's like,
About to
"Hey,
pop.
Goku, you didn't get a chance to fight because you died from a heart
Right.
attack or from a heart
Yeah.
disease, and we have a cure for that now. So I'm gonna
Yeah.
go ahead and I'm gonna give you these real quick. And oh, by the way, my nigga Yamcha, you are not the dad. Tell him, Maury.
Yeah. Oh,
Oh,
I'm
you are
not sure
not the
everybody.
father, Yamcha. What up,
And
Vegeta?
at that point in time, was Yamcha still with her?
No, but they weren't
He
like her
wasn't.
and Vegeta
Okay.
weren't together either.
I know they weren't together yet.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
I
so
know
he
that
was
part.
like, remember, because they flashed to him. That's one scene
Yeah.
I specifically remember. They flashed to Yamcha, and he's like, "Well, fuck, Vegeta. If this was
Yeah.
literally anybody else in the world, I'd have a chance. But fucking Vegeta, I just gotta let
Yeah,
that
man.
happen. I guess it was
Yamcha
wild.
steady taking L's, left and
Yeah,
right,
but to kind of land the
left and
plane,
right. Yeah.
on my point. So I thought about this, and I was like, the power system's
Mhm.
broken. I genuinely, in my head, I believe the creator of Dragon Ball Z. I think he
Mhm.
intended in his head, he was like, you know what? I got to get rid of Goku because he's too powerful. So how about
Really?
I get rid of a disease or I give him a disease that has nothing to do with power and it attacks the inside. So really, like there's no way for him to fight it. And then I think
Right.
he thought about that and maybe worked a storyline down that. And he was like, you know what?
Yeah.
I don't like this. Goku's the best character. Here's what I'll do. I'll create an alternate timeline where Goku dies and certain people have to live that reality, but that's not the reality we're following. We're going to follow this reality where Trunks comes back and saves his life. Because in my head,
Mhm.
I played it out to where Trunks essentially kind of takes over. And so I personally think that this storyline started as legitimately Goku's end and he just
Mm.
decided against it, but decided to like the idea of having him coming back and still creating a separate timeline where that happens. Do
Yeah.
you think that's a possibility?
No. Only in that he's the main character. I just don't think you can create a whole Dragon Ball series and then kill him off or think about killing him off. What I thought was they needed to weaken him somehow because you need to give your support
Gotcha.
characters time to shine or
Uh-huh.
time to pull up and do what they got to do. Like Vegeta hadn't turned Super Saiyan yet. So you still got to figure out a way to get him that time. And
Right.
Goku was OP at the time. He's the only Super Saiyan that we knew of prior
Right.
to
Right.
Trunks actually turning. And
Right.
then
Gold hair on.
how do you so how the fuck do you have a broken power system and then mute the most powerful character?
So,
And the disease is where I thought he came
okay.
in and was
Okay.
like it I thought he came in was like, how can I make the disease last long enough to where other characters have their moments?
Oh, okay, that makes sense. Now, so
And
here's the
that's
next
where
question,
he
right? So the other part of this theory is that they didn't know the androids were coming. So they were
right.
training like normal in that alternate timeline, and they all lost to him, Gohan being the last one to lose. That was the first time
Right.
we got to see super buffed up, yoked up Gohan, who was
Yeah.
actually a warrior.
Yeah,
And
rocking the
then
Goku gear too.
yeah, yeah. And then so if you go back, like let's say he comes and there's no cure, right?
Mhm.
Like remember he came back, he's like, "Hey, we developed a cure after it happened." But let's say
Mhm.
he comes back, there's no cure, and he's like, "Hey, motherfucker, you're gonna die. You guys, you have 2 years to
Yeah.
train and get ready for this. And remember, you guys were training regularly for those 2 years
Mhm.
before, so now you're gonna have to fucking really train hard."
You have to ramp that shit up.
Do you think that changes what happens in Trunks' future if that's the case?
If he comes back and says, "Hey, you're gonna die. We don't have a cure, so we got to figure some shit out,"
Yeah.
man.
Do all the
I think, but
Z warriors die again?
I think. Ooh, that's a great question
Or does
because
somebody rise up and take Goku's place?
right, I think somebody rises up. I think if they write that in, either Gohan rises up or Vegeta rises up
So,
because I think it gives them enough time to still train to the point of the hyperbolic time chamber. Does that make sense? So, like, if they
yeah,
realized, oh shit, like Goku's definitely gonna die, they would have went to Kami immediately and been like, yo, what the fuck are our options? What the fuck's gonna go down? And then
yeah,
he would have been like, well, my best guess is, train you guys in the hyperbolic and hope for the best. Does he reach that same level? That's up for debate, right? I
right.
mean, I would assume they would write that in, but that would be my thought process is that some of them do die, but ultimately either Gohan steps up or Vegeta steps up because they're the
I think
two closest to Goku.
Yeah, I think it ends up turning into a collective where people wear him down, and then we find one hero who steps up at the end, who would probably be Gohan, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Because I think Vegeta's role in the show would never change. I think his role is to always have someone better than him because that defines his character essentially.
Also, I don't think a lot of what happens because they had moments that where they could have won throughout and they just let it slip by, right? Because it
Yeah,
wasn't
yeah.
quote unquote dire. Like Vegeta allowed that shit. Um,
Krillin.
Krillin allowed that shit.
Yep.
There was multiple times. Even Gohan kind of was toying around. But I think when you bring up the
Fucking nerd.
aspect of Goku's dead and there's
Yeah.
no like trump card hanging out in the background, no, we got to end this now as soon as
Right.
possible. So I think that they take it a
Okay.
little bit more seriously. If I had to guess, where everybody's like, hey man, I know you want to fuck, but let's get this thing down. Or Vegeta, hey man, I know you want to see how bottomless his power is, but we got to get this shit wrapped up,
Yes, sir.
you
All
know?
right. Yeah.
So
Fair
that
enough.
that's my, thoughts on that.
Yeah. And then,
Um
like, just the whole reveal of everything with Trunks, it's just like, fuck, man,
that was a mind fuck.
y'all really threw this in there, It was fucking like, god
Yeah.
damn.
Just did you fully comprehend it as a kid? Were you like,
No,
"Oh
not
yeah,
as
I
a
get it."
kid. Not as a kid.
Yeah, because then
Yeah.
Goku was still alive and it was like, "What
Yeah,
the
like
fuck? I thought he died."
I got the gist of it, but I didn't understand the nuances of it. Because
Yeah,
Trunks is like this weird character and you don't quite understand what's going on. He's like,
right.
so Goku, hi. My name's
Yeah,
Trunks. I'm from the future.
yeah.
Just so you know, you die.
That
And
was fuck go
all
ahead.
of you guys die. It's
Yeah,
really sad. I'm losing. I came here. I lost.
yeah, yeah. That shit was fucking funny though, the convo he had with Goku where he's like, "Hey, don't tell anybody, but Vegeta my daddy and Bulma my mama."
Yep, and
So
fucking
that
Piccolo
that was
snitches
a
immediately. They
yeah,
walk over there like, "Hey, this guy's Trunks," and he's like, "Yeah, all
yeah,
right, I'm gonna
it's
go
it's
now."
funny.
Piccolo's like, "Hold up, you motherfucker! By the way, guys, this is Vegeta and Bulma's child. In case y'all didn't see the resemblance there, he wasn't gonna tell you
Yeah,
guys, but the second he came over here, I'm snitching. I decided
yeah.
in my head the second I found out, I gotta spill the tea.
Well, I don't think he actually spilled the tea. You
I'm pretty sure he
I
was the
don't
one
think
who
he
said it.
did. No, he said it about
You're right, because he was
the
worried
future
that
shit
you're right. He was worried that
'cause
those
it would
two,
ruin.
yeah, because Vegeta would be like, "That blasphemy woman."
Yeah, and I think at some point, Vegeta just kinda naturally figured it
Figured
out,
it out. Yeah,
um, because I think during the time period where they train up until when Goku gets sick, he sleeps with her, I think, at that point, and then they
that's
actually
right.
have baby
That's right.
Trunks
That's
hanging
right.
out,
Because he was staying there.
and he
He
was
was
beating
all
them
up, dude.
walls down.
He was up there in there. He was all up in that capsule. You know what I'm
He was
talking about? He
he
was
was
all up in that capsule.
he
And
was
I'm
all
not
up in
just
there.
talking about training. What's up, girl? Bowman got that Vegeta D.
That's, like, the one time where I want a sex scene to, like, not
Yeah.
show the sex scene, but, like, maybe the voices where they're, like, they finally where for whatever reason, they finally,
Woman, get
like,
on
admit to
top.
liking each other. Yeah. Like, yelling at each other, "Shut up, I was just on top," or some
Yeah.
shit like
Just
that.
arguing in the bedroom just because their dynamic
Yeah.
is so wild.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that would've been funny.
honestly, like, I know this isn't your favorite season.
Mhm.
Uh, I know this isn't your favorite bulk of it, and
Saga, you mean?
yeah, I know this isn't your favorite. Granted, we like all the saga, we just love Dragon Ball
Yes.
Z. So
Yeah,
that's not saying
don't get it
much.
twisted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm surprised it isn't, because if I was gonna guess any of them were your shit, I would guess it was
Mhm.
this one because there's so much training.
Yeah.
Because they have the
Yeah.
2 years before the androids show up, and then they
Mhm.
have what, 10 days of cell
Yeah.
before the cell games.
Well, and
A-
go ahead.
And well, I
Were
was
you
gonna
gonna
say it just shows them a lot of training. So I thought
Right.
that was gonna be your shit.
Right, and it was close. It was very, very close to so now as a kid, I wanted to mention this because I'm glad you actually brought that up. Because
You hit a nigga
as a
with a
kid
Kamehameha.
no yeah, no, I was out there screaming still. I I was still trying to reach Super Saiyan.
You're dead now. You're dead now.
I was out there shaking, "Ah, what's my power level?" Uh, but
Boop, 9,000.
as a as a kid, I loved Gohan, and I think
Yeah.
I actually mentioned that to you where I was like, "Yeah, Gohan's my favorite. Gohan's my favorite." Because I was the youngest in our family, so I kind
Right.
of saw that,
Well,
parallel,
yeah,
and
Gohan was my favorite as well as a kid. My opinion of him as an adult, as you know, has completely changed. I think he's a little bitch boy.
right. Right, and point being is as you get older, you kinda change your opinions on what you saw originally. So,
Yep.
growing up, Cell Saga was my favorite because of the Gohan moment,
Oh,
but
okay.
as I got older, I appreciated the storyline a little bit more for the Frieza saga, and I
Yeah.
appreciated the support characters' impact more in the
Yeah.
Frieza saga than I did in
Okay.
the Cell saga,
Yeah.
because you don't really get too many massive moments. You get some fuck ups. You
Well,
get some fucking fuck ups.
I think the Cell Saga was like a course correct, because in Frieza, so many people died and they died so quick through Frieza and Vegeta, where you realize there's just two different kinds of people. There are people who will
Right.
never be that dude, and
Mhm.
there are people who are that dude. And
Right.
so those two sagas kind of show you that. And then when you get to the Cell Saga, you clearly see the difference between the two groups, where it's like
Right,
we're
but
not
they
even
had
getting fucking
moments.
involved.
Right, but they had moments because that's what I love about the Cell Saga too. Piccolo had his moment. Vegeta had his moment. Trunks had a
Yeah,
little bit
but
of a moment,
when I say
and they
that,
could have done some shit.
right, but when I say that, I'm not even saying like side characters as a whole. I'm saying there are dudes who will always keep pace, and then there are
Yeah,
dudes who won't.
who won't?
And so, like Piccolo is one of those
Which is
dudes who
why the
always
power
keep
scaling.
pace. Yeah, and I
Yeah,
think that weird gray area, that's where you get TN.
yeah,
TN is the only one in that gray area who hangs around. He's never as powerful as them, but he's always
Right.
more useful than these guys.
Right,
You know what I mean? So I
and it's
think
because of
that's
those
the
special abilities too.
yeah. So Tien, congratulations, you are now the equator.
Equator.
You are now the equator for this argument. Congratulations, Tien. Let's give him a round of applause.
Yes,
My
and
man,
we
you
will
hung in
get
there.
in depth on that because that was a massive moment. Fuck it, let's talk about it right now, dude.
Let's
Him
fucking talk
fucking
about it.
tri beaming, bing, boom, and he's like, "Hurry up!"
Get the androids out of here.
He's
Get the androids out
bro,
of here.
yeah, he was screaming at the motherfuckers like, "I can't hold him much longer!" and
Yeah.
he's
Well,
just
doom, doom, doom.
like
Try
just
me.
fucking
Ah!
like just
Ah!
you could tell
Ah!
he likes it from behind because he mm,
Jesus Christ.
mm, that was a
Tien?
sick
So
moment, bruh.
you think you just said he likes from behind, so you think
Oh,
Chaozu was
no.
getting all up in that Tien
He likes to
soup?
hit it.
Oh,
Chaozu
no.
getting the tea and soup? Oh, hell
Yeah,
no.
yeah, getting it. He's
Oh,
swimming in
hell
the
no.
soup. He's playing with the noodle. He's taking big
Uh-uh.
bites of the
That's a
chicken.
no, isn't
Chaozu,
Chaozu a child?
I doubt it.
What is Chaozu?
I don't fucking know.
Still
I
don't know
don't
what he
know.
is.
I'm
'Cause Tien's a
90%
human.
sure. I'm 90% sure he's a balloon. All right? Hear me out. Hear me out. His greatest feat in the anime is when he hops on Nappa's back and he
Oh,
pops.
yeah, and he pops.
He
Yeah.
pops.
He's like,
Tien
"Goodbye, Tien."
and someone took a needle to that nigga. He said, "Pop!"
Yeah,
And
and then
all
they
that
made
happened was Nappa got a little scared. And that's what happens when
right,
balloons pop. I'm just saying, Chaozu's a balloon. Full and final.
yeah,
Let's go. Sign the
yeah.
paperwork.
And then they gave Chaozu a bunch of food, and he turned into Android 20, was it? There's the fat Chaozu right there, man.
Oh shit, that's fucking
It looks
funny.
like
I didn't
Chaozu
even think
ate
of that.
himself 20,000 times.
Dude, but it was funny too, because remember, they're fucking up Android 19 and 20. Like
Well,
they're yeah,
Vegeta was because Goku got his ass kicked. You remember
yeah. Well,
that?
remember that's when his heart started taking
Yeah,
effect.
yeah.
And so he was fighting all fucked up, and everybody's like, he seems a little off.
Uh,
Vegeta's like, get out of here, Kakarot.
Dude, that was a sick ass Vegeta moment.
Yeah, he fucked them
The
niggas
Super
up.
Saiyan?
Yeah.
Yeah, Super
Yeah, he
Saiyan Vegeta?
absolutely fucked them up. Yeah, and, like, the crazy thing is, like, they get into that crazy fight where it's Android 19 and 20, and as a viewer, even you and I, we were both like, "Yo, these androids are fucking not."
They aren't that
But
nice.
I thought it was the training, right? And then
Yeah.
Trunks come back and, like, sees the head. Remember, he flies back and he sees, like, one of their heads? He's like, "Who's
Mhm.
this nigga?" They're like, "The androids that you said were a problem. We took
Yeah.
care of them, nigga. You could go back to your timeline. Ain't no motherfucking problems in here." And
Yeah.
he's like, "Uh-oh. Trunks fucked up."
Well, one of the funniest things too was the fact that Trunks kept trying to tell Vegeta what to do and what not to do.
I don't
And
remember
Ve
that
it's
part.
like, well, he would always be like, "We have to kill him now. Don't
Oh,
follow him."
that's
And
right,
then
that's
Vegeta's
right.
like, "Shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
Get
Don't
away
give a
from
fuck.
me."
Get
Yeah,
away
so
from me. God.
that that dynamic was just always funny because it even carried into when Cell turned into his second form, and he's like,
Yeah.
"We need to kill him now."
Yeah.
He's like, "Shut up."
Yep. Yep.
So, that shit was fucking hilarious. And Vegeta did his thing, had his moment, but then gets slapped around by 17
Yeah.
and 18 once they get
Dude,
woken up.
it's weird. So he was like, "Yeah, there's gonna be two androids, brother and sister," and they come back, and it's like a fat Chaozu and a weird old fucking guy,
Yeah,
like
they're
a
like,
fucking
"That's not the
shriveled
2
up Master
androids."
Roshi with hair,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
And he's like, "Yeah, that's not them." So they end up instead of fighting two, so just to have Goku back, they have to
Mhm.
fight now 5 androids and Cell.
Right.
So that's what, 4 more people than they thought they would have to fight?
Yeah, and 17 and 18 were sick. They writ them in very well. Their dynamic was pretty
Yeah,
cool. It
also
was
didn't
literally brother sister.
I was gonna say, well, you find out it's brother sister, but I'm gonna let you know right now. When I was a kid, I thought they were fucking for sure.
I didn't. I didn't think they were
I
fucking.
was like, he's getting into all of her mechanisms. You know what I'm
No,
saying?
but I did think she was a bad white girl. Miss
Can you
18.
acknowledge how great that was? I said he's getting all up into those mechanisms.
No! No, I'm
Mm,
not gonna acknowledge that because that's incest.
that's what I thought happened though, but it's a good
Yeah,
pun.
but I'm not
It
gonna acknowledge getting all up into mechanical guts.
Yeah, I think you wanted to because you wouldn't be doing
But they
this.
kept their
So you're
faculties, right? She does have a vagina
They
still,
kept
right?
their faculties, so they kept,
Yeah.
like, the bathrooms, the
Yeah,
buildings,
their yes,
the they kept
her
their
toilet,
school, their
she kept her
faculties.
toilet, she kept her titties, she
Okay,
kept
I
that
thought you
ass,
I
her
I got
faculties. You never
okay.
called her you
No,
never
I just let me explain. Can I explain? Can I explain?
No,
You're gonna let me
no,
explain? Alright.
no, you've
You
never
said
heard of that?
no, I
You've never
have.
heard of that?
The
No,
problem
just
is you
keep
said
saying it.
faculties, and I immediately was like, "He's talking about facilities." Imma go on a run real quick.
Oh my god.
Yeah, so
Yes,
that's my bad, people. I
talking
apologize.
about
I
sex
could do
faci
better.
sex facilities.
Although I was not correct, I also was not wrong. All right.
Where I was not wrong, it did not mean what I thought it had meant.
All right.
So
So where
so
were we? We were talking
yeah,
about
17 and
all the
18.
different androids. Yeah, 17
Right.
and 18. There we
They
go.
get awakened, and they could have stopped them from getting awakened, but typical Saiyans, they're like, "No, go awaken them.
Yeah.
We want
I would have
that.
thought, yeah,
We
we
want
want
that
that
smoke."
smoke. Yep.
Well, and before we even get into him getting smacked, which we kind of already did, but uh there's a massive meme that's going around, which I don't know if you've seen, and
Mm-mm.
it's using the moment where Vegeta's talking about how he turned Super Saiyan.
Yeah.
Because they go into the flashback and he's narrating the flashback and he's like, I didn't care anymore. It was like I cared about nothing. And
Yeah.
then next thing you know, and then he had that long ass speech, but on TikTok, that shit is going like viral, which I loved seeing that because of how old the show is, and yet it's still having
It's
moments
still
like
having
that
that
across the
moment.
internet. It's
Yeah, well, anime
nostalgia.
as a whole has been had a huge renaissance, and I think that's because of COVID. I think
Mhm.
everybody just staying inside looking for things to watch discovered that they really like anime, and they didn't realize how good it was.
Yeah,
Yeah, but I got
yeah.
a letter here that I wrote to the Saiyans because I knew you were gonna
Oh
bring this up.
Jesus Christ.
So I'm gonna read this real quick.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Here we go again.
Dear
You
all
can read?
Saiyans, chicken scratches.
Yeah. Okay, really?
Dear all Saiyans,
Spit it
I
out.
know that you all want all of this smoke. I have an idea. Get a nicotine patch because you wanting the smoke gets a lot of people killed. Please stop. Your humble servant, Comedy Hashira. Boom. All right. Get a
Is
nicotine
there
patch, guys. Stop smoking.
You've seen more anime than me.
A lot
Is
more,
there
yeah.
another anime that is even close to the level of throwing the bag that the Saiyans do every time they go, "No, go get more powerful. Let's see what happens."
Yeah, give me a
Like
week. And uh
like, "Oh, you need to absorb that thing to
I don't
become almighty? Go ahead."
yeah, I don't think there's any animes that I can think of off the top
That
of
are
the
about
head
it.
that are the show kind of revolves around that. There's always characters in shows that are like that. Like
Yeah.
Kenpachi, I bring him up constantly when I talk about that kind of
So he'll
character.
tell you to go get more
Yeah,
stronger.
so he'll be like, "Ooh, you're getting stronger. How many days you need?"
Ooh,
Yeah,
ooh, you getting
yeah.
stronger? Ooh, you getting turned
Ah.
on? Oh my god, did he just turn Super Saiyan 4? Oh.
Oh god. Uh, Side note: Hunter x Hunter, Hisoka. That's eventually you haven't watched Hunter x Hunter yet, but
Right,
for
not
those of you
yet.
Hunter x Hunter fans, Hisoka is like that. Although, I would
Mhm.
say
He'll
he's
toss the
actually
bag?
yeah, and the reason I actually brought him up is because he's weirdly sexual about it. Like
Oh.
it turns him on the thought of a really good fight,
Oh,
and
okay,
that's all I
so
can.
quite
That's
literally,
yeah, yeah,
he's rubbing his
yeah,
titties the more you talk about your power level.
yep, yep.
Oh, it's over 9,000?
Yeah, like he
Oh,
gets
okay.
punched in the face by someone a little weaker than him that he's let develop, and he's like, "Oh,
Oh,
oh,
hell
it
no.
hurts so good. You're so
Alright.
strong. You've improved so much."
Ew.
Yeah, and
Ew.
he ended it with a Toto clap. Ooh. Fucking love me some Toto.
Yeah, love me some Toto. But yeah, they constantly throw the bag throughout this this saga,
Yeah.
and it's funny every single fucking time. But one of the coolest moments was another favorite character of mine, Piccolo. and how he finally decided, finally after all this time, to fuse with
Fuse with
Kami.
Kami.
And
Yeah.
Mr. Popo was like, "Oh,
Oh,
Kami, don't
Kami!
do it.
Oh, I need
No,
you
Kami."
here. Shut up, Mr. Popo.
Yeah.
Imma do this, alright?
Yeah, "Imma do this." And
I
he
see
screams
the
at him. Did he
change.
didn't Kami, like, scream?
As they're merging or
Yeah, where he's
yeah,
like,
yeah.
"Ah!" I was like, Jesus Christ, did you have
Yeah,
to scream?
I did think it was funny because he was like, "Hey, nigga, just so you know, we're gonna use my body. I'm a little younger than you. I'm not sure if you knew that about your old shriveled up fucking pickle looking ass.
Looking like
Like,
my nutsack.
I'm a cucumber, you're a pickle. All right, nigga? We need to
No, you a
merge into the
nutsack.
cucumber." Also, how many Namekians is he gonna fit inside one fucking body?
All I know is keep absorbing them motherfuckers, cause you
All
gotta
right,
catch up.
he got
You
Nail in
got
there. He got
Mhm.
fucking now he got
Kami in
that.
there,
Although I guess he was already empty, half
he
empty because
because
Kami
of Kami.
yeah, so
Yeah,
I mean, all right,
yeah.
I
So
guess
your
I was
argument
wrong.
sucks ass.
Yeah, it was immediately proven by
You're an
myself.
idiot.
Once again, guys, I apologies. Although
I
I
apologies.
am not
I
wrong,
apologies.
although I am not wrong here, it also did not end where I thought it would end.
Was it where I
So,
thought it was going in. Yeah, and this is the most interesting question to me. I always try to gauge Piccolo. Where is his power level at? So when
okay,
he
I was
does
like, "What do you
finally
mean gauge
merge,
Piccolo? Like you're trying to give him those earrings or what?"
no, I'm trying to
Get it?
ching.
Like the gauges?
Yeah.
The holes?
Oh my lord. Jesus
Yeah,
Christ.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
No, that was
yeah,
horrible.
yeah,
That was the
yeah.
worst fucking joke I've ever heard in my life. Back to my beautiful point. Piccolo has always tried to keep up with the Super Saiyan shit. At that point, was he
Yeah,
a Super Saiyan? Was he on par with Super Saiyan 1? Like, and I'm talking the very first stage, Super Saiyan 1. So, like,
yeah,
Goku first
I think
turns,
so.
Vegeta first turns. That's where he's at now once he fuses with
Yeah,
Kami.
yeah, I
Because
think
he whooped Cell's ass.
I think
Or
I
he didn't whoop it.
yeah, but I think when you're looking at the grand scheme of, like, the power system at this point,
Mhm,
right? Because you got
mhm.
Goku at the pinnacle, you got Vegeta, and then at that time, you got Future Trunks right below
Well,
Vegeta.
Gohan. What about Gohan?
I
Because you
think
got
Future
Mystic
Trunks
Gohan. Oh, at
not
that time.
yeah, at this time.
At this
This is
time.
just at
Okay.
the Cell Saga
Okay.
when you're asking about where Piccolo's at, right?
Oh,
So you got
okay.
yeah, so you got Future Trunks right below Vegeta, and then
Uh-huh.
Piccolo's right underneath him right there.
Right.
But I think at that point, when we're
They
looking
were
at the Cell
Ascended
Saga,
Saiyans.
they were ascended and they were already pushing the boundaries, getting real close to Super Saiyan 2, which they don't master
Yeah.
until they get to the hyperbolic time chamber. So I think at this point he was like Super Saiyan 1 just found the form, like just transformed, just got strong enough. So
Mhm.
I think he is equivalent to Super Saiyan 1 at this point.
Right.
Maybe
And
even a
I
little
don't
stronger.
even as a kid though, I was like, "Is he a Super Saiyan 1 now technically?" Like, I don't know why that was such a big deal for me, but it was cool to see the fusion. I just wanted to know how
Right.
strong he was. You know
Right,
what I
and I know
mean?
as a kid, I personally thought that I was like I just assumed everybody could transform in some way, shape, or form. So I was like, "This nigga's gonna turn green, or,
Right.
or he's gonna turn white, or
Yeah.
something's gonna happen, but this nigga has a second form, I know it." Because at that
Yeah.
point, you really see all these people in their different forms.
Yes, you do. And at that point, I believe Vegeta and uh Trunks were in the hyperbolic time chamber training while Piccolo went out there to fight First Form Cell, who First Form Cell is probably the creepiest villain looking character,
That fucking
sucking everybody's soul dry, just
fucking snake
sucking up
tail,
everybody.
fucking done with the
Like
snake
just
tail.
just sucking up everybody. You know what I
Gee, I
mean?
don't I don't
You know
remember
what I'm
I don't
talking about?
remember his little,
You know what I'm
thingy.
saying?
I don't remember having the hurricane
Oh
action.
yeah, it was sucking people in.
I don't think he hit him with the double
Yeah,
glizzy.
yeah, the
3000. That guac.
3,000, the guac
The
guac.
that guac
I
guac.
mean, he got the look at the elbows.
You heard it
Look
here
at the
first,
fucking
guys. You
elbows.
heard it here first. Cell got that guac guac.
Yeah. Creepy ass fucking villain, man.
Yeah,
Creepy ass
just
villain.
weird.
Just
I
just
did think
looking like an
I
insect.
yeah, I don't like insects, so that didn't help at all. But I prefer his final form because it was just
Well, that first fight was sick though, that he had with Piccolo, where you first get to
Yeah,
see
yeah, yeah.
what Cell was capable of, because you didn't know what the fuck he could do.
Right.
I thought that was a sick ass moment where you're like, he has cells from everyone, so he could use other people's moves, and
Yeah, they explained that
that
out,
was
and I was like,
cool.
I thought the concept was cool. I was like, oh, that's fucking dope.
Yeah,
And then I mean, even when he's in his final form, remember he's like, I'm gonna give you guys 10 days. Maybe it's the Saiyan cells in me that make me want you
yeah,
guys to be at your strongest.
yeah, yeah. Key plot point.
But
Ding.
ding. Yeah, but if y'all come down here to this stage that I
I'm gonna
built,
suck y'all off.
oh shit. All right. I don't remember that.
Well, he was really sucking off the androids when he was absorbing them, dude. How epic was that?
Is there
Where
something
that
you want
shit
to tell the people?
opened up
You're
and shit.
sucking off a lot right now. It's like a good 5 minute run
His
where you said sucking
his
off at
big ass
least
hole
5.
just absorb your whole body and
Oh,
shit.
when it
Yeah, when it
expands up.
expanded, I was like, "God damn."
Yep, and it turns into like a fucking like it reminds me of one of those old school like the magicians who they would
Mhm.
put up the thing over them, the little circle, the little loop thingy. And they put
Yeah,
it over them and they drop it and they disappear. I remember
yeah,
thinking that when he fucking opened it up. I was like, "Oh shit. All right.
yeah,
I guess he's a magician. He's going to make Android 17 disappear."
yeah.
Abra goodbye, bitch.
Yeah, that motherfucker got sucked up.
Yep.
Ugh, full body too. So he transforms, that shit was epic, and then you get the Vegeta Trunks Cell fight, which was cool.
Yeah,
It's
where he
cool to
was in
watch.
that
What'd you
first
think of that?
Transformer form.
Yeah.
I mean, that fight. So with Trunks, like, didn't Vegeta fight him first, or did Trunks fight him first? I think Trunks did,
Uh,
right?
Trunks
No, no,
no,
no.
no,
He fought
no,
him
Vegeta
second.
did. Yeah.
Yeah, he fought him second because
He was
remember
just
Trunks.
watching.
Yeah, Trunks was like, I don't want to use the second bulky form in front of
Right.
my dad to let my dad know I surpassed him. Fucking little bitch boy. Dude, this is a problem with kids, dude. Kids don't fucking know. All right. You
This is
remember
what's
that
wrong with
shit?
you fucking kids.
All right. You guys don't know. Right. Because the whole time he's like, oh, I can't keep holding back and defeat him. And I don't want my dad to hurt his pride and let him know that I'm stronger than him. And then he bulks up and then gets
And gets his
fucking
ass
pieced the
beat.
fuck up. And he's like,
Yeah.
oh, my did figure this out and decided to
Yeah.
not power up that way
Yeah.
because he wouldn't be able to fight the way he wants to. Turns out I'm the fucking idiot. Like every kid before him finds out when they think they discovered some new shit. You are not special. You are
Right.
not different. Listen to
Mhm.
your fucking parents. All right.
Right. Well, but he didn't actually fight Cell until he was in his final form. You remember? Trunks. Because he was telling his dad the whole time, "Finish him!" And then I think he was about to jump in, and then Vegeta
Okay.
was like, "No, you fucking bitch, you're staying out of this. He's gonna absorb that next android, and we're gonna fuck him up after, or I'm gonna fuck him up after."
That's right. He was
He
gonna let
gets
him absorb him. God, the
yeah.
fucking Saiyans, man, dude. They got a problem. For real.
Big problem.
They
Big
got a
problem.
problem. It might be the stupidest race in
Yeah.
all of them. Like,
Yeah.
just driven hardcore by one thing and one thing only,
Yeah.
and that's to just fight stronger people than them, especially Vegeta. Like, you lose all the
Right.
time, nigga.
Yeah, and then sorry to backtrack, but you get the fucking TN moment
Yeah,
while
yeah, yeah.
Krillin's being a
Yeah.
bitch,
Yep.
but you get the Krillin
God,
moment where we could
fucking all right,
really talk
guys.
about that.
For real. All right. You heard it in the opening. This whole Cell Saga shit only happens because Krillin is a little baby fat
Bitch!
bitch.
He's in
All for
love.
some pussy.
He's in
All he had
love.
to do is hit the fucking button.
It's not just pussy, it's 18's pussy.
Hit the fucking button, man.
It's
Blow that
that
bitch up.
mechanical pussy.
Also,
She has unlimited stamina.
as
Imagine that.
ooh,
She'd be riding you, and you'd be like, "When
okay,
you gonna stop?"
unlimited stamina.
Yeah,
I don't
she has
think that I
unlimited,
don't think that
it's not
matters.
chakra, she has unlimited, what do you call it?
Mechanisms. She has an
What
unlimited
does he
energy
call it?
source.
Power energy. Yeah,
Yeah,
unlimited energy,
yeah,
which
because
is
she's an
fucking
android.
broken.
But I mean, does that really matter
She's
when?
half
Because
human.
there's still two people who have to get
Yeah,
it
it
done.
matters because
Because if
she
I gotta stop, I
she
gotta
ain't
stop, man.
stopping.
Like I
She ain't
might
getting
be
off.
done.
Are you gonna push her off? Because she ain't getting off. If you're
Yeah,
Krillin,
I'm pushing her the fuck off. Like, get off me. I can't breathe. I want to go to sleep. Been at this for 2 days now.
well,
I'm tired. I miss my family. Like, I want to go home.
I miss my family.
I
I
want to
wanna
go
go
home.
home. I wanna go home.
Yeah, but I did as I was going on my soliloquy,
Soliloquy.
as I was going on my soliloquy.
Why do you keep calling it that? It's a monologue.
It's a soliloquy.
No, it's a monologue.
Yeah,
You keep calling
soliloquy.
it a soliloquy every time you.
Soliloquy.
All right, are you done or you finished?
Soliloquy.
Okay.
Now I'm done and finished. What's up?
Zip it up,
Get
put it in your pocket, and get off my stage.
Yeah, but I did think about this. So let's say he blows her up, right?
Okay.
So
Pops
he
her.
blows her
He
up,
pushes the
pops her.
button.
So
Uh-huh.
now, does Cell can he still suck up the body parts
Oh,
and
no.
still become? You don't think
Nope.
so?
Nope.
Okay,
Because I think it's gotta be operating. The
gotcha.
the the mechanism inside of her has to be operating.
Okay, gotcha.
'Cause
All
it
right.
yeah,
So
yeah,
second thought,
yeah.
as I was going
Second
on
thought?
that too. Now, does Android 16 become an option to be absorbed?
No. It's gotta be 16 or 17 and 18. They made that very specific.
Yeah,
For whatever
I
Doctor Giro.
and
I mean, what is
also,
he gonna do? He's gonna suck up that big could he fit him? Could his
I
thing even
mean,
fit him?
if he got that Glock like we thought he
Uh,
did,
I mean, he might be half his ass might be sticking out while he's trying to absorb him or something.
maybe
His
that's what
ass
he's
is
into.
just
You don't
like
know.
you see 16's ass just hanging out of his fucking tail.
Yeah,
I don't know how you could absorb a motherfucker that big.
yeah,
My
maybe.
my big theory was, would you ever do it? Would you ever so let's say you got your
Okay.
perfect bitch, right? You
Yeah,
Toto, what's your type? You know what I mean? So you
yeah.
pick exactly who your perfect woman would be. Everything's perfect about her, personality,
I'm pushing the
looks,
button.
everything.
No, you can
So
continue with
you
the
would push the
scenario.
button.
Continue with your scenario.
Would you push that
Boop,
button?
boop. Bye, bitch.
Do you have a watch?
Boop, 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 boop. Why isn't this thing working? She should be dead already. I've hit this button 8 times. You know,
Fuck you.
let me get this
Fuck
bitch with the
you.
destructo disc real quick. Hold on. Give me 3 minutes. I gotta warm
Is
up the
that how
hula
he
hoop.
does it?
I gotta
Is that
warm
how
up
he
the
does
hula
it?
hoop. Yep. That's how he does it.
Okay, dude.
And then, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, she's gone. She's dead. I don't give a fuck. I
You
do
don't
not
care.
give a fuck. Nope. Nope. She's dead.
So you would and you're guaranteed to get her if you don't kill her.
Yeah. Nope. She's dead.
You're killing her.
Boop,
You're gonna push that button.
boop,
That's wild, man.
boop.
That's
Fuck
wild. You
that
wouldn't
bitch.
even like beat the walls up a couple times first.
Nah, I'll just make sure I steal the lower half.
You
Take it
you
home
wouldn't
with
be
me.
down there while Tien's going like that. You wouldn't be down there like, hold on, Tien, I'm almost done. Once I'm
No,
done,
no, because all I got in
I'll
me is
push the
about that.
button when I'm done.
Yep, all I got in me is about that sentence. So by the time I finish
No,
that sentence, I'm done. So no, no,
that's wild.
she's
That's
dying.
wild.
You let her
Hey
live?
guys, guys, comment down below if you would do it. Okay, I want to know how many of you motherfuckers would not push that button the same as
All of you
Krillin
guys
if
push
that
that
bitch was
fucking
your
button.
perfect.
All of you
If
guys do it.
Toto, what's your type, motherfucker? Comment
Yeah.
below.
Yes. Do you not push that button? Which is fucking wild. So you let
I
fucking
think
Cell
about
come
it.
up?
I like I said, I think maybe I beat some cheeks first,
Okay.
and then I push the button.
All right. Well, at that point, she doesn't like you.
Push the button.
Yeah,
Just like
push
the
the
rush
fucking
hour.
button.
Push
Push
the
it.
button.
Push the goddamn button.
Push the
Hey, hey, oh, hey.
goddamn button.
Yeah.
He might actually
So
push
so
it.
you think about it, but you didn't answer. Do you push it? You're like, I thought about it for a bit.
I think about
Well,
yeah, I'll beat them
well,
cheeks and then I'll
Krillin
push the
thought about it
button.
for a bit. He was like, "Ugh, but I'm in
Or
love
while
with an
while he was
android."
thinking, right,
Which
while he's
super
crying
progressive of
thinking,
him, by the way. Congratulations.
yeah. So while he's thinking about beating them walls, I'm beating them walls. I'm like, hey, yo, you know what I'm saying? They want me to kill you and shit, but I love you. Like, let's do this. You know what I'm saying? Me, you,
So you
that
lie
rock
to
over
her.
there.
You lie to
Yeah.
her. You tell her you
Yeah.
love her. Nothing bad's gonna happen.
No, I don't
You
tell her I
beat
love
them
her. I tell
cheeks,
her I
and
want
then
you.
you blow her up,
I tell her I want you and I need you. So
and
we
then
could
you.
do this the easy way or we could do this the hard way.
I don't think
You
that's
don't know
a.
that
I don't. I
reference?
don't. I no. I know the reference. I don't think that's something you want out on the internet in this
Yeah.
situation.
Okay.
I'm trying to protect you.
Okay.
I'm trying to.
No, I'm
I
not.
got your best interest at
I'm
heart.
not implying that I'm actually gonna do it. I'm just joking. We
You
could do
just
this the
asked her.
easy
You
way.
are talking to her right now.
The
You said
easy
she's gonna
way.
once it all. All right,
Can I
let's
explain the
pretend I'm
ways?
her. I'm
Can I
her.
explain
I
the
want it
ways?
the hard way.
Wait. Okay. So then the hard way is and then
Looks
I
a
push
lot
the
like the
button.
easy way.
No, the easy way is poop.
So you're gonna ask her, right? So just to get this right, the the easy way for you. And these are options you're giving her.
Yeah,
And so
for
she's
me.
if you're like,
Easy
"Hey,
way
do you
for
want this?"
me.
All right. Oh, for you. Okay, I thought these were
Yeah,
options you were giving her. I was like, "You're gonna ask her, do you want me to
no.
push a button now or fuck you and push a button after?" She'll be like, "Nigga, push it now. What the fuck is wrong with you? What
Alright, then I'll
dumbass
push it
options
now.
are those?"
But most likely because she fell in love with him too, she's gonna fall in love with me. So I'm putting myself in the same predicament.
I don't know. I think she's got a type, man.
No, and her type
Krillin is a very
is
specific
light
type of
skinned
dude.
Gojo looking motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying?
I don't think that's what Krillin looks like. Is that I think we were watching different animes.
I think we were because clearly that's exactly what
I
Krillin
think
was, a light
I
skinned
think
boy.
I think you were watching DBB, Dragon Ball Black.
Okay,
Dragon Ball
really?
Black while I was watching
What the
Dragon Ball
fuck?
Z.
Alrighty then.
Yeah, DBD or DBB. Played late night on BET.
DVD? What
Played late
you
night
can't
on
even get the fucking
BET.
acronyms right.
It's because I got a lot of B's on the mind, all right?
Nice, nice. I
Because
bet you do.
right now you're a BBB, Black Booty Bandit.
Okay. Okay, let's move on to Black Booty Bandit. Yeah, beating down them 18
Yeah.
walls.
I am the king of
Uh,
alliteration. What's up?
hey, if Princess Hibana was 18, Android 18, I think a lot of motherfuckers would be beating them
Yeah,
walls
but she
before they
wasn't.
pop her.
She wasn't.
Yeah, but
That
she
wasn't
wasn't.
my option
But
on the
she
table.
wasn't.
That's
Yeah, it
not
was.
my option on the
Perfection.
table.
I
No,
told you
it wasn't.
perfection was your option.
No, no, she's dead. Boop.
The
I
perfect woman.
push the fucking button.
That's wild. That's
Push the
wild.
fucking button.
Shima would never forgive you. Anyway, so
That's true. That's true.
so
Nigga
Krillin
soft
fucks
anyways.
up. The bitch gets sucked off by Cell
Jesus.
in
All
front of
right.
Krillin. And then Cell gives Vegeta the beatdown of a lifetime and Trunks the beatdown of a lifetime. And then the Cell games get put into place
Yeah,
for
because
the tournament of
he
power.
sucks everybody up. He's like, "Hey, you guys can survive. Guess what I'm gonna do now? We're gonna do a martial art tournament. We're gonna
Right.
bring it back."
Yeah.
Remember, he did the
Which
announcement to the world.
yeah.
They brought the fucking. He's like, "Oh,
The
hey,
camera,
Comra. Oh, Comra,
he's
come
all
here."
floating.
Yep. He's like, "Oh, I want to say something to the people.
Hello, people. Is this
Hey,
working?
I will kill you all. So you better send your strongest fighters in 10
Send your
days.
strongest to 10 days.
And if they don't,
Martial arts tournament.
kill me, I kill all of you."
And if you lose, the world is gonna explode.
Yeah. Do you like the
Yeah.
idea? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
So
Okay. I bid you goodbye now. And so but he does that
he makes the
announcement.
tournament.
And remember, everybody's like, obviously we know what's gotta happen here.
Yeah.
Mr. Satan's gotta show up
Yeah,
and give
okay.
this nigga the business.
I'm pretty sure you can hear it about where's Mr. Satan?
And I'm not sure if you remember, but before Mr. Satan fought him, I didn't think about it until right now. Remember, he sends
Mhm.
his two little bitches in
Yeah.
first. The dude with the
Mm.
flowers,
Do with the
the
flowers. Oh,
blonde hair, the
yes, yes,
flowers, and
yeah,
then the
and then the
fat
fat
guy.
dude,
Yeah, he
yeah.
sends them and they're like, "Oh, Mr. Saiyan, oh, we don't want you to have to fight him. We'll do it for you." And they get pieced up super quick.
Mhm.
Yep,
Super quick, super
yep.
quick.
And
They get
Mr. Satan pops up there. He gives him the biggest macho man, Randy Savage.
speech.
Here's what I'm gonna do with Cell. All right, I'm gonna pick Cell up, put him
And
on
I'll
my
put him in the
shoulders, and I'm
ground.
gonna put him on the ground. And if you don't like it, you can tell him it's because Mr. Satan said so. I'm coming for you, nigga.
Whoa, I don't
Like
think
that.
you
You
said
remember
that.
that Booker T clip where he
Yeah,
slipped up?
Booker T. Yeah, Booker T.
Yep, he slipped up. He's like, "Hulk Hogan, I'm coming for you, nigga." Oh shit. Oh shit. I watch it. I watch that. I think about that clip at least once a week. And I
Yeah,
watch it
I
at
can
least
tell.
once a month. Yeah,
I can tell.
it's embedded. But that's what I enjoyed Mr. Satan's character because he reminded me of pro wrestling.
Yeah. Yeah,
Because
100%.
remember, he's like
That's a
dancing
direct
around him for a bit.
correlation.
He's like, "Oh,
That's got
oh,
yeah.
now I'm over here. Now I'm over.
Huh, what you gonna do?
You gonna do something?"
What do, Sal?
Yep.
And then the whole time in his head, "Please don't kill me."
Yeah. Yep.
That was funny, man. He was a funny character.
I'm
But
happy
yeah,
they made him the hero and kinda brought him into the universe.
they made it act like yeah,
Yeah.
that's pretty cool.
Yep,
Pretty cool
yep,
aspect. And so they go to the hyperbolic time chamber again.
yep.
Goku and Gohan come out as Super Saiyans, which was wild
Which
to see.
it was so dope because I didn't understand it fully. Like, I was like,
Mhm.
"Okay." I know Goku enough to know that there was an act or there was a reason for it,
Yeah.
but I didn't know what was going on or why, and so it was cool
Mhm.
because they had that scene where Vegeta explains it out to everybody.
Mhm.
He's like, "You guys are all fucking idiots for not understanding what he's doing, and I'm a fucking idiot for not thinking of it first."
Mhm.
He's like, "Now they don't have to waste energy getting into Super Saiyan."
Well, and they get used to it as well.
Yeah. Yeah,
They
and
get
they get
used to
used to
that Super
always
Saiyan, you know,
staying at that base level that you need to be a Super Saiyan and still
so that way
controlling
they
your
could try
movements
to
up.
ascend.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
fucking wild.
Yes. So that was really cool. And then even then, Goku had that plan when they first landed and they're ready to fight. Goku had the plan of, yeah, I'll fight first. And everybody's like, why you first? You're our last hope. Like what sense does that
Yeah,
make?
let's wear him
And
down.
he played it off, right? He played it off as, well, if I can get rid of him, then we're all good. Even though he knew, right? He was pretty much saying, no, I can't beat him even before.
Yeah,
So
it's
he steps up to fight him in the hopes that Gohan's watching
yeah.
and that he learns his moves, his techniques, what he can do, things like that.
Dude, this had 2 things I wanna point out, okay? Which is the wildest one of the wildest comments in the world that, like, blew my mind as a child, where he
Mhm.
walks over to Gohan, he's like, "Hey, were you comparing us?" And he's like, "Yeah," and he
Yeah.
goes, "Yeah,"
What do you
he's like,
think?
"But you weren't
He's
giving
like,
it
"You're
all," and
holding back."
he
Yeah.
goes, "You thought that because you were comparing my strength to yours, huh?" And he's like, "Yeah." And so,
Sheesh.
I was like as a
Because he
kid
was like, "I was giving it all, my all."
yeah, as a kid, I was like, "This nigga Gohan about to do it." And now I'm like, "Just
Right.
fucking stop being a bitch and go fight Cell." Like,
Yeah.
"Stop, you little bitch boy."
Well, he wasn't a bitch. He was like, "Yeah, let's do it." He's like, "Let's
Yeah,
get it on."
yeah.
And that's what I
Uh,
loved about that Gohan, because that was the first time you really see Gohan really
Gohan
step up
about it.
without bitching.
Yeah, a little arrogant little prick. Now,
Yeah.
the second thing I wanna bring up about this is because it's well known, Goku is a fucking trash father, trash husband. Who would have thought Vegeta becomes a better father than Goku? Like, it's fucking wild to me.
I don't
Fucking
know, man.
wild. But
Arguable.
but with that, it's not. Vegeta was there. Boom, winner. Winner, winner, chicken dinner.
Winner,
Anyways,
winner, chicken dinner.
uh, this is single-handedly the worst father moment and the best father moment at the same time that Goku had.
Mhm,
Right? Because he was like, this is the first time he spent like this whole Cell Saga, the first time he spent any time really training with Gohan and spent
mhm,
any real quality time with him. And he spent a year with him in the hyperbolic time chamber, all that training, and like he believed in him. He saw his true potential and believed in him like any father would. And it's like, yeah,
mhm,
Goku, you got it, man. You figured it out. Good
mhm,
job, buddy. I was always rooting for you. I knew you'd be
mhm,
there for him eventually.
mhm.
But then it's also you see like that father moment too, where he's like talking shit for his son. Remember, he's like, "Hey, Cell, this nigga about to fuck you up, dog. You don't know what my son's about to do to you. In fact, nigga, here's the sensu bean, dog. You better take
Yeah.
it. You
Yeah,
better take it."
that was the most Saiyan shit I've ever seen.
Yeah, they're
Throwing him a
fucking
sensu bean?
jackasses. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's like, "You better take it, cause Gohan about to piece you up.
Yeah,
You
and
don't want
Gohan didn't give a fuck. He
problems."
wasn't like, "Hey, dad, what the fuck?" He was
Yeah.
like, "Yeah, give it
Yeah,
to
because he
him."
could have snatched that shit up real quick. He could have been
Yeah.
like, "Nah, nigga. Nah,
And
I'll
then
fight
ate
you right
it.
now." Yep.
No, that was that I think the coolest part too was that Gohan at no point was like, "I can't do this." He knew deep down he had that power inside of
Right.
him and that his dad knew about it, and he's like, "I just don't wanna hurt anybody." It was
Yeah, it's
that
too bad he
whole, like,
got
"I just don't wanna hurt
yeah.
anybody."
And that leads us to the second part of this argument where it also makes Goku the worst dad moment in the world because it's like, know your fucking son, dude. Your son is not a warrior. Piccolo fucking gets in
Well,
his ass, remember? Because he's kidney
yeah,
punch, kidney punch, kidney
yeah,
punch.
but even while he was getting his ass beat, Gohan still knew, "I can reach another level, I just don't want to." So, he was just, like, holding back. Gohan was holding back the whole
Little
time,
bitch boy, dude.
and Piccolo was taking that perspective of, dude, he's not ready. He can't do it. You believe in him, but Gohan doesn't believe in himself and he's not going to do it. And he's a kid and he's blah, 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 which was an epic speech.
Yeah.
And Goku really had that moment of
Yeah.
realization, but nobody really knew that Gohan knew he was going to end up fucking tapping into that unlimited
And
power.
it's so crazy when you really think about watching it from two different perspectives. Because as a kid, waiting for Gohan to reach that second level that he couldn't reach right at the beginning,
Mhm.
I was like, "Come on,
It was
Gohan, you can
epic.
fucking do it. You can do it.
Epic.
Let him know.
That
Let him
build
know
up.
you're my favorite."
Yeah.
As an adult, I was like, "Man, this dude sucks. Just
Okay.
fucking turn already, you bitch made nigga. Like you are trash, dude." And
Well,
it's just funny to think about the difference between the
uh,
two perspectives of
right.
me as
You
an
as a
adult
kid.
versus me as a child.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh, yeah, and the cool part, I love the 16th speech where he's like, "Throw me." He's
Gohan.
like, "Go on. I know you want to love, you want to
Legit.
touch."
Legit. He rolled his head over there.
Gohan,
Gohan,
listen to me. You
I
need to
am your
let it go.
father. Gohan's like, Dad?
Oh shit! What happened to your body?
Where's your body go, Mr. 16?
Yeah.
Like he's just worried about the wrong thing. Gohan, you have to listen to me. I'm dying. My core is going out. I have to get this
He's
out.
all looking
Huh,
around.
well, we gotta
Why are
find the
you
body then.
talking without your head or without your body?
Yeah, we gotta find it, man. That's a problem. We need you. All right, I'm gonna go find you. You just shut your fucking mouth.
Put
Shut your
his
fucking mouth.
put his hands over it, put his finger over it. Shh, I'm gonna find your body. I'm gonna find your body. Hold your straight. I'm gonna find it. Don't worry about that. Don't worry
Oh
about that.
shit. Yep, yep. We'll find your body. You'll be good as new. Now go
Yeah.
ahead, listen.
Well,
Think of the birds.
I love that Cell the whole time was like, "Come on, Gohan, turn.
Yeah,
Your friends are getting beat."
yeah, because he laid eggs to those mini cells. Which, by
Yeah,
the
the
way,
mini cells
congratulations,
were.
guys. We got another transgender in DBZ. Hey,
Is that a transgender?
yeah, Cell.
How
He
is that a
gave
trans?
birth.
That doesn't mean you're transgender. The fuck are you talking about?
Maybe
That
not.
has nothing to do with transgenderism.
All right. Well, I guess I was
That's
wrong.
like that. What is it?
So,
That asexual where you can have sex with yourself or some shit, lay your own
oh,
babies.
okay. Well,
What is it called?
I
That was a
apologize to the
horrible
people.
point.
It's not asexual, but I know what you're
You know what
saying.
I
You're
mean?
right. It is something else, and I'd like to apologize to the people because although
Yeah.
I was not wrong, it turns out that
No,
did not
you were
mean what I
wrong.
thought that had meant.
No, no, you
Okay.
keep saying that as though you.
Well, I got to
No,
issue a
you were
formal
wrong.
apology.
You were clearly wrong.
Hey, I'm just trying to say DBZ is ahead of its time. Don't attack me.
Frieza was right. You're right there, but not on this one.
Don't
This
attack
one, you're wrong.
me because I'm trying to
No,
prove
I
to
am gonna
people
attack you. You're fucking
DBZ
wrong.
is all inclusive.
Don't ever listen to this guy.
Okay?
Anyway,
Never
he
exclusive,
thinks All Might
all
would beat
inclusive.
Goku. He thinks All Might would beat Goku.
I
Just
don't
keep
think
bringing
that.
that
I
up.
don't think that. I know it. All right? I know it to be true.
Oh, whoa,
Okay? And that isn't even gonna
whoa.
bait me. And the reason it's not gonna bait me is because
Wait.
there's not even a good argument for Goku beating All Might.
Right,
There's not one good argument. Okay,
right,
Goku
whatever.
died 3
Are you
times.
done? Are you
All
done or are
Might
you
hasn't
finished?
died.
Are you done or are you
I'm
finished?
done. I'm done. I'm not even
We're
mad.
not talking about
I'm
that.
not
This
even
isn't the
fucking mad.
versus
I'm
video.
not even fucking mad. All right.
Cell Saga, bring it in. Bring it in.
All
Cell
right.
Saga.
All right. All right.
Gohan
Sorry.
having his moment.
Oh, I blacked out. What
So
happened?
Cell curb stomps 16. I've heard enough of you,
That's
man.
right. He does curb stomp this
Yeah,
nigga's head in.
yeah. And he
He's like,
laughs it
"Ugh,"
off.
and he's like, ugh,
And he like
gross.
shakes it off his boot.
Yeah. He's like, ugh, gross. There's remnants on me.
And then I think a couple pieces hit Gohan's face, and he was like,
Yeah.
"No!" He let out
I do like the
the
snap thing they did
transformation.
where they do like the blue line in the dark, like
Yeah,
to
where
show
it's like you
something
snap
snapping. Yeah.
in its fucking head, and
And
then he transforms.
he just side eyes him the whole rest of
How
the
how
whole
epic
the next
though.
40 episodes. He's just side eyeing him. He doesn't look at him like this. He's just like, all
He
right,
walk
so
doesn't he like walk right by him or some shit,
yep,
and then transports to the little minis and
yep.
just
But
one
so
taps all of them.
so I so I do gotta make a quick mention of a plot point we kind of skipped over just a little bit. where
Honorable
when
mention.
Gohan, yeah, when Goku realizes Gohan's not that dude, he's like, Krillin, give me a sensu bean.
Oh,
And Krillin throws him
yeah.
sensu beans and fucking Cell snatches those niggas up real quick. And the only
Yep.
reason I
He's
bring
like,
that up
"No, these
is
would be
because
problematic."
as Gohan's walking by, he snatches those sensu beans
And he's like, "What?"
and he's like, they're they were here.
Yeah.
Now they're not here. How
Yep.
and I do enjoy that about DBZ. They're constantly yelling at people for something they didn't think they could do.
Mhm.
How did you do that?
I
You know
grabbed it.
how, nigga. You
I grabbed it.
you can sense his energy.
You
Like, you know
can clearly
exactly what
tell I'm
happened.
better than you right now.
You did not just take it. You literally see them in my hand, nigga.
Dude,
Yes, I
but
did.
the electricity sparking as he's doing all that shit.
Yeah. And he does the what I call the kick and pose
Yeah.
sequence where he
Uh,
keeps kicking each one of them and they blow up
uh,
and he just stays there and he still got that
yeah.
side eye going because he refuses to look at Cell like this for whatever reason. He's the whole time
Yeah.
he's just saying he's just like
Yeah. That's an epic pose though. And he points at
it's
him and then he
only
goes like this.
epic
He goes like this.
calling his shot. You. And Cell's like, "Ooh, me?
He's
Me?
like,
Is he
"Fuck
pointing to
you."
me?"
How crooked my fucking finger is. Jesus Christ.
Holy shit, that is odd.
Good lord.
Good
Good
fucking
lord.
yeah, that's
That's basketball fingers right there.
I
How many
fucking
times you
guess.
fucking jam them? Good lord. Anyway, anyway, it's like, is he pointing somewhere or is he flicking me off? I can't tell. Fucking
It's fucking
broken. It's like my penis. It curves
oh, all
slightly to the
right.
right.
Okay. Wow. All right. We went there.
Anyway,
Congratulations.
we went there. Congratulations. So Gohan's one tapping everybody,
Yep.
and everybody's like, "Oh my god!" And I think Goku was like, "I told you, I told
Oh,
you."
gone.
I would have looked if I was if I was Piccolo, or I'm sorry, Goku. I would have looked at Piccolo like what's her face did when she said, "I told you." Oh, they're gonna win by um from
Oh,
Waterboy, the
guess. This
girl.
ain't no guess.
That's how it's gonna be.
That's how it's gonna be.
And then
Oh,
she's
be
all
careful
looking
down
at
there, Lynn.
him. She's like,
It's so good. You say Goku's
Goku
looking
should
at
have looked
Piccolo. He's
like,
like,
yeah. He should have pointed and then went,
you got to
"Fuck
stop with that
you."
finger. Now that you pointed that out, something's wrong with you.
This is my other finger. It's crook. It's not as crooked.
That's got to be AIDS. That's full blown.
Okay.
It's full blown,
Okay.
dude. You don't have much time left.
All right, doctor. Doctor Comedy Ashura over here.
You got the heavy. All right.
Calm down, Doctor Stone. Calm down.
All right.
Don't pull out your nine.
Hey,
Whoa.
I punch a tiger in the face, man.
No.
Say something.
Say
Yo.
something. No. So he has the fuck you moment to all the mini cells. Poor
Yeah.
Yamcha.
Oh,
Couldn't save him in time. And and then the big
do
fight
they ever?
ensues.
Do they ever save him in time?
No.
He always dies. Only
Yeah, he
time he
always
stops
does.
dying is when he stops trying to fight.
Right. When
That's
he's like, you know
literally
what?
it.
I'm done, guys. I think I'm laying up the boots.
Yeah, come on,
Uh
man. Even Tien was like, they're like, "Where's Chaozu?" And he's like, "Poor little man,
yeah.
didn't have this fight in him. Thought I'd leave him at home.
Thought I'd
Tired
leave
of
him at
watching,
home.
tired of watching that balloon pop."
Yeah, and then they killed Fat Chaozu, so you couldn't have him around.
Yeah,
And then Gohan punches Cell so fucking hard he spits out fucking 18.
yeah, that's right. I forgot about
Yeah.
that. I forgot he hits him
Yeah.
so hard.
He's
And
like,
hits him right in
they're
the
like, is he gonna
jejunum.
throw up?
Hits him right in the jejunum. And just
Yeah.
yeah, out comes
And
18.
they're all like, yeah, this is over. And then
Yeah,
Gohan's
that's a
like,
wrap.
no, it's not. And they're all like, and Goku's like, Gohan,
Yeah,
finish him.
come on.
Finish him, Gohan. I know you hate him, but you need to finish him. And he gives him the eye.
Like that,
No.
I'll fuck you up, nigga.
Yeah.
He's like, come on, man. You see him
And
in the
then,
background. I'm telling you, if you
yeah.
zoom in on him in the background in some of those scenes, you just see him. Come on.
Come on,
Come,
man.
come.
Come on.
Just
And of course, the Saiyan blood kicks in. He says,
yep.
"No, fuck that. I want to fuck with him. I want to torture him."
Yep.
And he decides to explode.
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 He decides
Marriage. Marriage.
marriage. Cell decides to explode.
Yep. Yep.
And Goku does has the
Yep. So Goku dies for what? The third time at this point? Second. The second time.
Yep, and he brought him to
The
King
King
Kai.
Kai's
And
planet.
he's like, "Why'd you bring him here?"
He's like, I don't
He's like,
know. I just
"Sorry, it was the only place I could think of."
dumbass. Fucking idiot.
R.I.P. King Kai.
One to the
And of
future.
course, he comes back because what's anime without some bullshit?
Yeah,
You
it
know
made
what I
sense. Like
mean?
the the trick was in the name, right? His name is Cell.
Yeah, he can multiply like fucking Piccolo.
Yeah, like they let us know that was gonna happen. So I wasn't too
Yeah,
mad about that because they kind of foreshadowed that. I just hate it when they bring someone back
yeah.
on a fucking weird
But
technicality.
dude, you shouldn't be able to explode yourself and still have a cell left.
I mean, that's
That's
fair.
the biggest piece of bullshit I've ever seen.
I don't think so, actually.
But you do get
Because
the father son
think
Kamehameha, which was awesome.
yeah, to end it out.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
think that was
but
an epic, epic
yeah,
moment
but I
in
do gotta
anime
add,
history.
think about this real quick with the explosion. So let's say like bomb gets put right here, I
Mhm.
explode. I don't completely disintegrate. Like I have bits and pieces of me flying everywhere.
Yeah, but it depends on how you explode, right? Because I just gave away a future thing,
Yeah,
but
again, you're really good
oh
at that.
well, you know.
Starting to become your thing.
Yeah, but
And I
if you haven't
respect you
seen it
for
by now,
committing.
you're a
I
bitch.
no, no, I respect you for
You haven't seen it
committing
by now, you're
to
a
letting
bitch.
people know what's going on. All right.
Yeah,
So what are your final
you put
thoughts
up
on
the spoiler
everything?
alert.
No, I'll just beep that one out. You're good.
Okay,
You're good.
yeah.
People won't know
So
how terrible of a person you are. Only I will know.
you set me up for it every single time.
I did
You're an
not set
ass.
you. You walk
Yes, you
into it every
did.
time
You
on
said
your own.
every time you explode, there's pieces left. What's the only other time we see somebody explode?
Explode.
Explode.
Marriage. Just we're in a loop now. All right.
Barrett explode. So that's my point.
All
Was
right.
that he was the only other time that it
Yeah, I
happened.
get it. You're a bad
So,
person. We established that.
so final thoughts.
Yeah, what are your final thoughts on
Loved
it?
it. Loved it. Loved it. Loved it. You just kept getting sane moments over and over and over again.
Real quick, in your final thoughts, I want you to I want to know where you rank Cell as a villain as
Oh,
well.
yes.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So in terms of the series of DBZ as a villain,
Yeah,
I
and just
don't rate
DBZ. Don't extend it to Dragon Ball or
right.
Dragon Ball Super.
Right. And this is between Boo, him, and Frieza. Am I
Pretty
missing
much.
anybody?
Yeah. Oh, and
Vegeta.
the Saiyan saga. So you got Vegeta,
So
Nappa, Raditz.
Nappa Raditz. Um, I rank him probably out of the six that we just named. If one's the best, I would say probably fuck, man, that's a tough one.
Right.
Probably second. Probably second.
Okay.
Yeah. It's either second or third.
All right.
It's very close. I don't want to give out who put in each spot yet, but
Right.
I would say either second or third, and we'll do a video on where we rank all of them
Okay.
eventually. But yeah, overall series, I loved it. I thought it had a solid enough storyline, not as good as the Frieza
No.
storyline. I think Frieza just had more impact in general. Um, had more past impact, you know what I mean? Like there was a history
Yeah.
for Frieza, whereas Cell was more of like a random ass Dr. Gero creation, which it's like, how do you even come up with the technology to do something like that? Like that's ridiculous.
Right.
So um great. I love the fight scenes in this. The fight scenes were fucking epic.
Yeah.
Every single fight in this was epic. They didn't have one fight where I'm all like, that's bullshit. That sucked.
That's fair.
I loved all
It's
the
fair to
fights.
say. Yeah, I know. Like, cause where'd you say you ranked him? You said put him probably number 3 or 2.
It's either two or three. I haven't fully decided yet.
Okay. All right. Yeah, because I know, like, I was thinking about this, and I was like, I think the problem is when you have a series that went on as long as this with this many bad guys. I think there's different categories to how you would rank them. Like as far as like
Yes.
overall villainry, like if you
Yeah,
just look
like
at like
comments, like just
yeah,
how they talk,
power,
power,
yeah,
storyline.
yeah,
There's a lot of different aspects
because
you can
overall,
categorize them.
he's got a weird balance for me. Because
Yeah.
overall, I put him at 4 as far as like favorite bad guys.
Uh-huh.
I put him at 4,
Yeah.
but in a lot of categories, I'd put him 1 or 2.
Right, because it depends on what you like in a villain, right? Do you
Right,
like a villain that talks
right,
shit? Do you like a
right.
villain that's super strong? Do you like a villain that has a good backstory? You
Exactly.
know,
Cause
which
and
we
it's
can
like yeah, and like, like we could go through this all day, ins and
all
outs.
day.
Like we could literally sit here for 6 hours and go through the ins and outs of DBZ and
Yeah.
different thoughts and different ways to think about it. So eventually you gotta put a time cap on it. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah. So
Yeah. No,
do
I
you wanna
agree.
land the plane?
Well, did you want to give any other thoughts to the show besides the him putting him forth? Like, what did you think about the actual saga itself?
Yeah, I know like watching it as a kid and watching it as an adult was very, very different for me. And I know I kept bringing that up because I think this is the one that had the most discrepancy from a kid
Mm,
to an adult.
mm,
Like as a kid, I fucked with the Frieza saga really hard. As an adult, I still fuck with the Frieza saga really hard, and same thing with the Majin Buu saga. But as a kid, I liked all of it, right? And I
hmm.
actually thought the Cell saga was one of the best ones. As an adult, I'm like, it was fine.
Yeah.
It was fine. I think it's the
Yeah.
worst. Like I enjoyed it all. I just think it's the worst of the sagas, personally.
Right. Yeah.
Um,
Yeah. I think it was just cool because Frieza, you had the Super Saiyan, and then the Super Saiyan 2 was this one. So I thought
right.
that they lined
They
those
progress
two
and
up
change, and yeah.
right.
So
So yeah,
do with
but
that what you will.
so definitely watch. It's worth a watch, in my opinion. If you've never seen DBZ by now, you're missing out. There's a reason it's such a staple in the anime community, and there's a reason why even people who've never really touched anime have still heard about DBZ in some way, shape, or form. It just has so many fucking moments that not other animes give, and um, so definitely check it out and comment, like,
Subscribe.
subscribe. You guys are doing an amazing job supporting our videos.
Yeah, we're
I
at
think we're
what?
still at 166 or something
Yeah,
like
we're
that.
still at 166. And once again, as always, we appreciate every single one of you guys. We
Every single
appreciate
one,
every like we get, every comment
every
we get.
view.
We try and comment back as much as humanly possible.
Right.
And so we appreciate everything you guys are doing to help us out. Make sure you like, subscribe, share, shows to your friends, do whatever you got to do. We're going to be it. We're trying to make it big here. We're trying to like do a lot of cons. We have other stuff we want to get
Want
doing,
to
but we want to
incorporate.
make sure we get our content on point first. We don't want to
Right.
do any of that until we know that you guys ride with us. And
Right.
so
So
if
keep a
there's some
lookout on those.
yeah,
Keep a
comment.
lookout on those side episodes too, because that's where we'll really dive into like personal shit
Yeah.
versus like these reviews that we're doing.
Yeah.
But
And then like I said, like you said, if there's something you guys want to see, want us to cover, anything like that, comment below. If you are a creator in the anime space in any way, shape, or form, artist, TikTok, whatever, and you have a
cosplay,
webcam,
anything.
anything like that. If you just play anime games, even like
Yeah.
shoot us a message.
Yes.
Our emails on
We
the
would love
bottom.
to
We
have
have a
you on the
link.
show.
Yeah, we wanna chit chat with and see what you think.
Yes. And we do have one schedule where we will have our first special guest here in the coming week. And the anime we're going to be covering for that is Shangri-La?
Why do you
Shangri-La?
keep calling it Shangri-La?
Shangri-La?
It's
Shangri-La?
Shangri-La.
Shangri-La.
Yeah, Shangri-La
Shangri-La.
Frontier.
Shangri-La. What is it,
Yeah,
French?
I
Is that
believe so.
French?
I think that is French.
Shangri-La Frontier.
Yeah,
Shangri-La.
but
I'm sorry I don't speak French. My bad.
all right. Why you get so angry, man? Oh,
No, I'm
someone
gonna
asked
get
you for
angry.
it. All right.
I'm gonna get angry because if I want
Okay.
to call it Nanami versus Nanami, I feel like I should have the choice.
Naname! Naname!
Nanami. Hey, we're here. Nanami.
Oh, yeah.
Smacks him
But
on the back of the head.
yep.
Toma.
But all right, guys. Before this starts getting way out of control, Tommy Hashira, I'm getting the fuck out of here.
Blackie Chan.
All right, we out.
We out.